record all our shit, man. Like 12 was telling y'all. The Really Reals was 170 at the time. We was getting 4 or 5 of them motherfuckers. Cause we was sticking together as a team, putting our money together and making that shit work. That's the only way it's gonna work. You gotta put that money where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Them shits is $170 a piece. We was buying 4 or 5 at a time. And our hours at the studio was $65 an hour. We in there over 8 hours. Y'all do the math. We spend a lot of money in this shit, man. You know what I mean? We ain't begging for no fame, or we ain't begging for no, oh, you gotta ride our dick cause of what we did and this shit. Nah. Disrespect that. Disrespect that we was the first to ever even dig it out the mud. And now everybody can do it.
I know that it's heartbreaking to a lot of Trentonians, as I would say, that we're not on that path. And as I can say, Trent need to wake up. We are sleeping. We're sleeping. What I mean by sleeping, yeah, we're just going through the motions. You know, everybody get up, do the 8 to 4, 9 to 5, and they keep right on going. We seriously need to wake up in this city, and excuse my French, and raise some hell. We need to raise some hell in the city because everything is status quo. Status quo. I mean, either you're for it or you're not against it. Or some people on both sides of the fence. It's whatever can pat in their pockets. And the sad thing about me, I can't be bought. If the Lord say so and the creek don't rise, I'll be 63 this year. Do you think you can buy me? You can't buy me. You can't. I'll tell you like it is.
That was the first song I actually did with Nori. I think it was the Hit Factory. New York, Manhattan. They got my man down Leezy on the skit, hit on my man 6 for the murder unit on the beginning of that joint. And shout out to Shannon Duna, because Shannon Duna gave that record to DJ Envy. That record was alright. That was the first record I ever did with Nori. You know what I'm saying? Cone was still locked up at the time. But that was the first record I ever did with that nigga. And they put it on Envy, and you know, shit spread it all over. There's on other mixtapes just besides Envy though. You know what I mean? It was a good experience, man. Most guys don't get the experience to, you know, record $1 million studios and have big budgets, $800,000, $1 million budgets and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. This spot right here, we cried. We met up right here. We talked as men, as we was kids talking as like men when we came back here. This is really our meeting spot, our stage, our gambling spot, everything, bro. All this shit. Look, check this out. This little bit of space right here. This is where we used to sit and hang as kids. You know what I'm saying? As kids. When we ain't want to run around the projects and do dumb shit, we came back here sometimes. Sometimes we come back here by ourselves, sometimes we just come back here 40, 50 deep and just talk like men, like just talk what we gonna do next, what we gonna wear next, you know what I'm saying, what party we gonna go to, what girls we was liking, shit like that, you know what I mean? When I used to be real back in Stoke School, elementary school. This is when elementary school was elementary school and the kids was learning. The kids was learning. Now I'm gonna teach y'all something. Listen, we had snack hour, but the only way we can have snack hour is Miss Brenna said, me, Raheem, and 12 had to do freestyle. We had her tape recorder that we would play tapes on and listen to little stories and little homework pamphlets. You know them little tapes they put in there and you gotta listen to it, then you do the ditto afterwards after you're gonna listen to the tape on one of those. We had one of those. Every snack hour, this is what she enforced. She didn't add asked, she enforced it. It was like mandatory. So one day when we get in there, we got all this money on us. We don't want to be rappers now. Now we like, we John Gotti type guys and Scarface. We ain't gotta rap, we ain't gotta do none of that. We buy the whole class snacks as we want. This is how we talking during the day. So she said, you guys acting different for some reason. Why you guys acting different? This was the fighting grounds. Right here. That was the disciplinarian class right there. Dudes used to jump out of that window. They ain't respect none of that. The wilder guys that came to school, they used to jump out of that window. Right there.
The old bald eagle told the little other eagle, he said, you know what? Sometimes you gotta leave your brother where he's at. Because he's blind. And he'll never be able to see the truth. He said, well, come on up on, he said, let's fly to the mountaintop and let me show you where you really supposed to be sitting on the throne. And the little eagle said, well, I can't fly that high. He said, well, who told you that? He said, the chickens told me that. He said, flap your wings. The eagle went to flapping the wings a little bit more. He said, God damn. You know, all these fucking years, these motherfucking, the chickens can't fly. He went to flapping the wing and he soared all the way up to the mountaintop. All the way up to the mountaintop.
I gotta get money, habit, get at it, then I add it. See me with a ratchet, know I'm lying with a jacket, over 40, living Boston. Champs on sauce, talk with that rhyme, and I might just do a Russell. Got 800 horses, shake a hater off me. Keep on niggas salty, got my bitch a British Yorkie. You just smell it like it's coffee. I be seeing why they salty every day. They shit is training, they try to eat the Hulk, me betting cheese.